Personal protective equipment, or PPE. Personal protective equipment is special equipment you wear to create a barrier between you and germs. This barrier reduces the chance of touching, being exposed to, and spreading germs. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, helps prevent the spread of germs in the hospital. This can protect patients and healthcare workers from infections. Gloves, gowns, surgical masks, eye goggles, face shield, and respirator masks are all examples of PPE that may be worn in the provision of healthcare. Types of personal protective equipment, or PPE. Gloves should be worn when there may be exposure to blood, bodily fluids, secretions, or excretions, and when handling contaminated equipment. Aprons and gowns should be worn to protect uniforms and clothing from moisture or soiling during direct patient care. Face shield or goggles should be worn when there is a risk of body fluids splashing onto mucous membranes, like eyes and nose. Eyes can be protected by wearing either goggles or a face shield. Surgical masks should be worn to protect the healthcare worker from splashes and droplets to the area of the healthcare worker's nose, mouth, and respiratory tract. They do not provide protection against airborne particles. Donning and doffing of personal protective equipment, or PPE. First, sequence for putting on personal protective equipment, or PPE. 1. Gown. Fully cover torso from neck to knees, arms to end of wrists, and wrap around the back. Fasten in back of neck and waist. 2. Mask or respirator. Secure ties or elastic bands at middle of head and neck. Fit flexible band to nose bridge. Fit snug to face and below chin. Fit check respirator. 3. Goggles or face shield. Place over the face and eyes and adjust to fit. 4. Gloves. Extend to cover wrist of isolation gown. Gloves. Outside of gloves are contaminated. Using a gloved hand, grasp the palm area of the other gloved hand and peel off first glove. Hold removed glove in gloved hand. Slide fingers of ungloved hand under the remaining glove at wrist and peel off second glove over first glove. Discard the gloves in a waste container. 2. Goggles or face shield. Outside of goggles or face shield are contaminated. If your hands get contaminated during goggle or face shield removal, immediately wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Remove goggles or face shield from the back by lifting headband or earpieces. If the item is reusable, place in designated receptacle for reprocessing. Otherwise, discard in a waste container. 3. Gown. Gown front and sleeves are contaminated. If your hands get contaminated during gown removal, immediately wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Unfasten gown ties, taking care that sleeves don't contact your body when reaching for ties. Pull gown away from neck and shoulders, touching inside of gown only. Turn gown inside out. Fold or roll into a bundle and discard in a waste container. 4. Mask or respirator. Front of mask or respirator is contaminated. Do not touch. If your hands get contaminated during mask or respirator removal, immediately wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Grasp bottom ties or elastics of the mask or respirator, then the ones at the top, and remove without touching the front. Discard in a waste container. 5. Wash hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer immediately after removing all PPE.